Hello, sixth grade scholars. It's me again. I'm working out of this book. Okay, so I told you a couple weeks ago that we haven't gotten to the part yet where we play the melody. This week we are getting to the melody part. So on this page, I took a picture of both these two pages. They're basically just giving you basics on how to read notes because at this point you're going to be playing some of these notes and it's important for you to know how long to hold them. So this note right here is a whole note. You hold it for 4 counts. These two notes are half notes. You hold them for 2 counts. The half notes have a stem going up or it could be a stem going down. It really depends on where it is on the staff, which is how we read our notes. And then the quarter note is 1 count. Same thing with the stems. So don't worry about the direction. Just know that the colored in circle equals 1 count. The open circle with the stem is 2. And the open circle with no stem is 4. Okay? And then the other thing they mention here is the staff. And so these lines and spaces, we've seen them before. Basically, if a note is on a line or a space, it actually represents a letter. Okay? So, I'm looking for a pencil. Hold on. Okay. So, for example, this line would be letter E. The second line is G. Third line is B. Fourth line is D. And fifth line is F. And then the first space is F. Second space is A. Third space is C. And fourth space is E. Some people like to do sayings that go along with that. So if you're looking at the space notes, this actually spells face. F-A-C-E, face. And the lines don't actually spell anything, but most people put sayings that go with it. So E would be every, G, good, B, boy, D, deserves, and F, fudge. Every good boy deserves fudge. Or make up whatever saying you want. So those are the notes, or how the notes work on the staff. Don't worry too much about it because as we learn the notes in our ukulele, we'll be going through the staff and where they are on the staff. The other thing I don't want you to worry about is what notes are below the staff line or above the staff line. Don't worry about that. That's further than where we're at, okay? So just focus on the staff has notes on lines and spaces. Okay, and then this next little bit here that they're showing, these are the notes that I was just talking to you about. So they listed some of them out right here. These are the ones that we're going to be using the most, which is why they're listing it here. So make sure that the picture I took of this, that you print that copy out or have it somewhere on your laptop so you can look at it. And then lastly, they want to show you how to draw a treble clef. This is how we read our notes. So the treble clef, basically, because the way it's drawn, it actually tells you where the notes are on the line of space. That's not going to make any sense to you right now because we haven't learned how to do that. You don't need to worry about that, okay? So just know that treble clef has to be drawn a certain way on the staff in order to make the notes make sense. And so they're trying to show you how to draw the treble clef. Okay, so that's the clef signs. And then on this side, they're going over some other notes, some lower notes here. And then you can see here the introduction of the quarter note, which I just mentioned is 1 whole beat. A black note with a stem is called a quarter note. Like the quarter note / the quarter note equals 1 beat. Okay, so that's what that's saying. Okay, and then this part here, they just want you to clap this out. So we would be clapping on 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, stop. Okay? And you'll see that they wrote the numbers there so you can see where the note is in the measure. All right? So why don't we go ahead and try that right now. So I'm looking at page 27, and we're just going to clap through what's written on the page. So first measure is quarter notes. That would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clapping represents the quarter note and that it's 1 count. And then obviously we're saying the counts in the measure. Try that with me. First measure. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Second measure, we have a quarter note on beat 1, 2, 3, and then we have a quarter rest on beat 4. That's what that little squiggly line is, okay? So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, sh, Try that with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, sh. Good. The third measure is the same as the second measure, so let's do that again. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, sh. And surprise, surprise, the fourth measure is the same as the second and the third measure, so here we go. Do it again. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, sh. Okay, so the whole thing, all four measures. This is clap and count out loud. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, sh. 1, 2, 3, sh. 1, 2, 3, sh. Okay, this shouldn't feel any different than how we normally read our chords, even though we're now looking into individual notes. It's still, the rhythm still is counted the same. Okay, so that is page 27. And then if we're looking past 27, because we just finished that right now. Uh-oh, having problems turning my pages. Okay, here we go. So I actually took a picture of page 28 and page 29, just because I thought that it would be simple enough that we could kind of do both of them. Okay, so page 28, you can see here that they're showing us the letter A. And the letter A, let me get my pencil. The letter A is actually on the second space in the staff from the bottom. Remember, the spaces go from bottom to top. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So second space is A, and on your instrument, that's actually the last string, which some of you guys might have realized, oh wait, that's we tuned to A. Yep, you're right. So that A on this string is actually located right here in the second space on our staff. We do have more than one A, so just know that the A that's right here is actually this string. But later on, you'll see that you can put your finger down and do other things with your strings that change the note. So there are other A's that you could be playing. Okay, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to play this bottom line. And it just has a simple little song. It's called Abby the Armadillo. And it's just all A's. Look, we have A. So why don't you just clap your hands and say A. I'm going to use my pointing pencil. And let's just run through this right now before we even play. Ready, go. A. Pretty simple. Okay, let me put the book back. Let's get our ukuleles, and we will try this out right now. Since I am tuning on the, or we are using the A, we probably should tune the A, make sure that it's in tune. So let me just, da-da. Oh, it's backwards. Da-da. Okay, so I'm going to play the A. Ooh, there we go. Let's try that one more time. Okay, she is in tune. And yes, we'll do the other strings. Why not? Here's G. Good. C. Ooh. Let's try that one more time. Okay. C, and then G. E. What am I talking about? G. E, and then A. All right, cool. We are in tune. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out the A. So because we are playing an open string A, your right hand basically can just do this. Okay, really simple. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 measures of playing A for all 4 beats. Let's give it a try. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Now, we already know this, but we are going to be plucking down, not up. So this is down on this one. Pretty simple. Let's look at the words. Alligator. Al ate apples around Abby Armadillo. Okay, so it should sound like this. Alligator, Al ate apples around Abby Armadillo. Exciting. Okay, so that's the A. Pretty simple, nothing too hard. Just going to scoot you over now. So now I'm looking at page 29. And on this page, they are mixing chords with the A. So I'll just put my instrument down, pick up the book, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so you can see here, we already know the chords. So they show us the F, and then the C, 7, which we actually worked on the last couple pages in this book. And then they're mixing the A and then the chord. So you basically play the last string. You can have your fingers ready on the F chord since it's not, wait, I'm trying to think. Is it using the fingering of A? I don't think it is. So you could actually strum and have your F finger chord ready and then play. Notice how when they want you to play a note, they actually have it nice and circled, and the note is on the spot where it's supposed to be. So the A is on the second space. That's where A lives. Whereas the F chord, they just put it technically on the B line, but they didn't draw a correct note like A is. So because it's at the slant, we know that they actually mean, hey, we don't want you to play B. We just want you to play the F chord here and here. But this is an actual correct drawn note. So they're saying here, we want you to play A. So it'll be A, F, F. A, F, F, C7. Oh, sorry. A, C7, C7, A, F, F. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. So, let me put the book back. All right, let me get my instrument. Okay, so here's our A. And I was correct. The F chord is not using the A string. So all that means is on the F chord, we actually put our finger here and our finger here. And the A string is actually using the bottom string. We don't have any fingers on the bottom string. So it's going to look like this. A, you only strum the A. And then F chord, you strum all the strings. F, F. Then we do that again. A, F, F. Try that with me. So the A, you're simply strumming here, but I want you to have your fingers ready on the F. Do not touch the pointer finger on the A string. It will change how the A is supposed to sound, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so you're lifting these fingers up while you're playing the A, and you're only strumming the bottom string. And on the F, you're going to strum all 4 strings. Now, you don't have to worry about stopping the A string from sounding after you play it. Like, you don't need to go stop, F. Don't worry about that. Just go strum and then strum everything. Okay, give that a try. Ready, go. A, F chord, F chord. A, F chord, F chord. Now, if you're not looking, like I'm not looking, I'm looking at you. You might be tempted or accidentally touch one of these other strings. So it is a good idea to start out looking down. A, F, F, A, F, F, and then eventually looking up. A, F, F, A, F, F. I use my middle finger as a guide when I'm doing this because my middle finger could rest nicely here, and that kind of helps me put my thumb in the correct position when I'm doing the strumming. So that helps me figure out where my A is and then where my chords are. Okay, so that's A, F, F. Let's do C. Now this one we can't leave our finger on, unlike the F chord. So we have to do it like this. A, C7, C7. A, C7, C7. Try that with me. So here we go. Lift the pointer finger for the A, and like I said, leave your middle finger here on the strumming hand. That gives a little support. So, A, C7, C7. Try it again. Ready, go. A, C7, C7. Okay, so let's try the F chord. So get your fingers ready in the F chord. We'll do the A, F, F, A, F, F, and then do the A, C7, C7. Ready, go. A, F, F. A, F, F. A, C7, C7. Try that again. Get your fingering ready for the F. Ready, go. A, F, F. A, F, F. A, C7, C7. I was noticing on the A, F, F that I could actually, while my hand is here, hit the A and then switch down. So watch, this is what I mean. So here's starting from the top with the F. A, F, F, A, F, F, A, C7, C7. See what I did there? I just left my fingers on the F while I strum the A and then put my finger down on the C7 since it's just one finger. Okay, you try that with me. So fingers on F, ready, go. A, F, F, A, F, F, A, C7, C7. Good. Now we only do the C7 for one measure, and then we go right back to A, F. So from the A, C7, it looked like this. A, C7, C7, A, F, F. Because that finger is so close to the C7 and the F fingering, just hover the finger over your string, okay, when you're playing the A. All right, take it from the top. Watch me first. It'll look like this. A, F, F, A, F, F, A, C7, C7, A, F, F. Okay, and you know what? I was noticing on the C7, if I just quickly move my finger back up here, I'm actually ready to do the A again. Okay, so watch, look. A, F, F, A, F, F, A, C7, C7, A, F, F. Okay, well, in my mind it makes sense. My fingers aren't doing it. So try it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, oh, sorry. Get your fingers ready on the F first before we start. Okay, ready, go. A, F, F, A, F, F, A, C, C, move your fingers up, A, F, F. Good, do it again. Ready, go. A, F, F, A, F, F, A, C7, A, F, F. Okay, so that's playing one note and then going to a chord. So we're getting closer to being able to play a melody, which is usually with one note, with chords using multiple notes, as you just saw. Okay, show me a video of your progress. I love to see your work on this and how everything turns out. Till next time, see you guys later. Bye.